Friends, miners, crafters, lend me your spruce trapdoors. It is I, Ilhamur, bringing you another exciting lore-filled chapter of Minecraft Bedrock goodness. And today you can see behind me what we're going to be working on. You can see we're doing a new part of the village. There's a big hole in the ground over there which we're going to fill in and create something wonderful with. And I am going to explain to you why there's a different part of the village, why these villagers have split off from the rest of the group. And so let's have a quick look around as we do this. You can see you've got the hole in the ground. I've got some pathways now leading from the main pathway that goes down the mountain. And yeah, you see it's nicely lit up. Here I've got some foundations and this hole in the ground which we're going to fill in. We're going to do some nice work here. And we're going to try and light this up to make it all mob-proof in the end. So exciting times. Let's go along our little pathway here. And you can see the pathway goes up towards the gate up there, but we're going down here into our little storage area. At some point, I really have to do something about this storage area. Let's see what we're going to get. We're going to get spruce logs. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a whole load of spruce trapdoors, because our main build today is going to be in a completely different style, and it's going to be completely using these spruce trapdoors. So we've been working on this village. It's been very natural. It's been very kind of one style, lots of wood, lots of earth. But now we're just going to start to branch out a little bit here. So going to fill in with trapdoors just like this. Got to think about how this gets built, and that is not correct, because I'm immediately making mistakes, but that's alright, we'll fix it here. I need that to be out there, because what I'm trying to do is essentially build a shell out of these spruce trapdoors that looks kind of like a tent. I'm going for a tent feel here, really. So yeah, you can see we're just building up the outside, and what I really want is for this to look very thin, very almost canvas-like, so like tent material, and then I can have things on the inside. So the trapdoors have to be on the outside of the block, so that's not going to work. So anyway, I'm going to build this up. I'm going to build it up on the other side in the same way, and then work on the interior. And you're going to see, I think, pretty soon how this works out. And like I say, I want it to be a very different sort of look to the rest of it, because it's going to be a very different sort of person who lives here, and this person is the one who's caused this kind of split between the traditional villagers back in the original part near the campfire, and these villagers who are closer here, who are starting to use newer building materials like rock. So let's keep going with this, and we'll come back to it in a few minutes. Okay, as you can see, we are getting along really well with our wooden tent here, and yeah, it's almost a shame that the spruce itself looks so wooden, because obviously this starts to look wooden, but I'm imagining that it's more canvassy. And just finishing it up now. You can see I've left a couple of holes in the roof, but that's fine. That's exactly what I wanted. And I love the look from the inside here. It looks very different, like I said, and we've left some nice space, got the doorways, all of this looking pretty great. So I'm not happy with the grass though, so gonna just get rid of this and make this really stand out by itself. So yeah, anyway, but yes, just get a nice rectangle, get a nice shape that we can work from. And then after that, add variation. And you know, I've done it over on the graveyard there, I've done it in other places, so we'll just add some variation here in this corner. And so the first part is very standard, you know, we do it the same way every time, but then when you're adding the variation, you just kind of go a bit nuts. You go, oh, put a bit here, dig out a bit there, and then the randomness actually makes it look much more natural, because the world is not made up of geometric shapes in the end. The world is random. So yeah, let's just get rid of this, and yeah, alright, maybe this corner, just dig this out a little bit more. Alrighty, as you can see, I'm going to fill this in with slabs, first of all, cobblestone slabs, and this is kind of going to be the basic area. I'm going to leave a hole in the middle, and we'll come back to that. I'll tell you why that is in a little bit. Don't want to give away all my secrets straight away, but we are going to have to fill in that there. And you can see the holes that I've placed there. Going to put down some oak slabs, and those are just going to add some nice variation to the outside. And in the meantime, I'm going to put some fence posts in the middle here and right the way down. There we go. They're going to have something that they're standing on, and these are like the tent poles that are holding up the old tent there. Just take a little nap. Time goes so fast. Going to put a fence across the middle, and this is all going to make sense right there in a bit, and I'll tell you what's going to go in there very soon. Alright, first things first, going to put down some cobblestones so it doesn't look weird with the dirt, and then we're just going to add some chests in here, because the guy who lives here is going to have lots of extra things. And going to put a crafting table right in the middle, right there. Gonna have what else can I have here? Gonna maybe have a barrel or another, yeah, barrel. And this barrel is gonna hold some special materials. Gonna come to those in a bit. And right here I want an armor stand. Night has fallen, so we're very quickly going to put down a bed, and this is all going to be grey in here because it's a bit dark and a bit mysterious, and grey is what we want to use. So in the bed, and oh, I've teleported outside, which not the end of the world. It's an emergency exit. I guess in a tent you can just roll out from under the canvas, so that's alright. Alright, what are we going to put? I don't know what to put here at the head of the bed. I will have a think about that. But right here we're going to put our armor stand. I tried putting it in and I couldn't do it. So we're going to put the armor stand up here and then just push it down through that trapdoor, and it should fall right into place. Well, I have done something really stupid here. I've put the armor stand in the wrong place, and now I can't push it into the right place. I was thinking I'd just be able to push it down, but I can't. So I'm just going to try and put water here. Oh, that I can't put water on a trapdoor. It just opens the trapdoor. That was silly. Alright, jump up here. The great thing about building with trapdoors is you can just open them to jump up. Alright, crouch and do it, and try and push this no, oh wait, pick it up. This is going from bad to worse. Anyway, try and grab it here. Oh, I've grabbed it, but now alright, that's fine, but my armor stand is all the way over here. This is completely not right. What did I do? Hopefully this breaks properly. Yeah, okay. So I want it to be in here, but I can't just place it because it doesn't fit. So I'm gonna have to just place it on there, I suspect. Can I do that? Where's it gone? Oh, I tried placing it on there. It's gone over there. That's weird. Ah, come on. This should be really easy. Okay, what if I place it right there? Can I do that? Yes, there we are. All right. It's in the right place. Put on my my leather armor here. Got the big grey chest plate there because I want it mostly to be grey, but then I ran out of grey ink, so the rest of it's brown. We'll deal with that later. And now I'll just drop him down. 1, 2, perfect. Alrighty, there he is. Alright, and then I'm gonna think about what sort of pose I want him to have and what I want him to have in his hand. That could work. Alright, let's have a think. I have realised that he needs a trident. A trident will look majestic, and now we can pretend that he's a drowned who we've defeated, because as you know, drowns are our worst enemies in this Minecraft Bedrock Edition. And now we're just thinking about the pose. I don't think we want his hand to be stuck in the barrel. That one looks pretty good. That one could work. Dancing, absolutely not. And yeah, that's perfect. He looks like he's not interfering with the rest of the tent. So it looks good. Right, now need a couple more chests, I think, because storage is going to be important here. Throw those down there. Still can't think about what to have here. Yeah, no clue. Can't even think. Maybe some sort of water bucket. I'm going to think about that later. I'm just going to think about it later. I'm not going to do it now. Alright, so going to take a campfire and a brewing stand, and we're going to put the campfire down there, and as you can see it just rises up to the fence posts, and then the brewing stand on there, as though our guy, who's going to be a cleric obviously because his workstation is a brewing stand, and that's what villagers turn into, he's going to be brewing potions over the campfire. And this guy is like a shaman. He's like some sort of magic-y, spooky guy, which is why he's in a special tent, and we're going to give him a special symbol, and we're going to use the pillager symbol, and we're going to do this in kind of a cool way. So we're going to put a trapdoor, not there, that's actually the wrong place. We're going to put the trapdoor just 1 inch down from there, right there, so it doesn't interfere as you're going in, but the banner holds onto that, and then it just hangs. Look at that, that's great. So yeah, and I feel like these, there we go. I feel like these pillager banners are really spooky and look really cool, especially as they just hang free. And yes, this cleric is going to be kind of he's going against the grain. He's modernizing. He's got potions, and still not sure what we're going to do there. But maybe put an ender chest in there eventually when we get enough ender pearls. But okay, just doing the finishing touches now, and I thought, what could be spookier than having pumpkins just around here. So this is what our cleric will eat, pumpkins. I want to place these kind of randomly, just over here between the graveyard and the cleric tent, and I'm going to put some up on the hill as well. But let's just, as we come along the path, let's see how that feels like. So you're going to come through, there's going to be the houses on your right, and then the cleric's tent there, and the pumpkins just hidden kind of away behind the spruce trees. That looks good. I've put up some hedging there, as you can see, and then just up on this hill, going to replace some dirt with pumpkins. And I want to, don't want them all to be on the same level. I want to kind of vary the level a little bit to make them look more natural. But yeah, not overdoing it. That looks stunning. Stunning, I say. So yeah, really happy with all of that. Okay, so I've made a start, and as you can see, I've put down some cobblestone walls for the entrance itself, and I'm starting to play a little bit with how the brick and the wood interact now. So getting some cobblestone stairs and slabs to get a bit more variation, because it's kind of blocky at the moment, and it needs to be a bit less blocky than the other place. So you can see this is kind of the idea. Going to have stone on the bottom, and then spruce trapdoors for walls on the sides, and then these windows. So these are the first windows. They're not glass filled because it's still a caveman village. They're not that modern yet, but yeah, you can see on all the sides. Going to do that, and then I'm just going to put, well, actually I'm just going to get rid of this so that dirt doesn't show through when I put the stairs in. So let's find our cobblestone. There we are. Alright, so I'm going to fill in with these stairs here, and that's just adding some variation, as you can see. Throw that in, put the cobblestone right in there, boom, and yeah, just having it like it's sloping up, because they're not that good at cutting stone yet. Throw that in there. And so they've kind of more piled stone on stone. That's why we're using the cobblestone mainly, and we'll use some other variations. We'll use some andesite and gravel and mossy cobble and things in a bit, but it can't be kind of built up. It's more kind of piled up on top of itself. And there we are, but no holes, so that's good. And like I was saying, no glass in the windows, just kind of wooden slats because they're not that modern. And yeah, so I'm just going to keep going with this, and then we'll work on the roof. The roof's going to be a little bit different. Going to still do a wooden roof though, and still have campfire smoke coming out the top. So as you can see, it's an evolution of what of the village. It's not a completely different village. However, because they're so traditional, they're having to live apart, and they've had to build the new houses in a new area because it's not acceptable. So there's a bit of conflict going on in this village. So yeah, let me get the materials for the roofs, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we're going to start these roofs with some spruce trapdoors, and it's going to be a mix of spruce trapdoors and oak slabs, and then a few oak stairs. So yeah, we're just going to build this up, and I'm just again trying to do some variation, trying to make it look. I think I'm going to put kind of an awning over here actually of the spruce trapdoors, just so that it's not quite so symmetrical. Now, you can see I've put a banner in the way. I've got a white one at the moment. That white one probably won't stay because I don't really want a white banner here. But yeah, that's going to be the doorway. So again, no hinges. There's nothing that's opening and closing really, even though the trapdoors can technically. The villagers don't know that. Those are just walls for them. But then the floor in the old one, you remember, we kind of did some stone but mostly dirt floors. This is all going to be stone floors because they've with the help of the cleric, they've figured out how to create stone floors, and even if it's not bricks, it's not it's not cobblestone roads or anything like that, but they've figured out that stone is more secure anyway, even if it's colder. But I think if you put a campfire in, then the stones would actually hold the heat. So so it all works. And again, it's an evolution of the village. So the doorways are still the same sort of thing. You see, we've got the trapdoor there that we can walk underneath, but it's holding the banner up, so there's no need for a stick in the middle. Alright, as you will see in a moment, our houses are perfect. They're looking absolutely beautiful. They're looking pristine, and that is a problem because we don't want them to look quite this good. We need some variation, so we're throwing in some differences. Going to just put those down there. Got, as you can see, some wooden fence posts holding up the awning there. So just trying to put in some variation, and right here, we're going to get rid of this. This looks too good. We're going to throw in some mossy cobblestone there. Throw in a little bit more mossy cobblestone there. Follow the moss through, and looking good. We'll see how it looks when it's done. Alright, so here's a crazy idea. I was thinking about lighting for this area, and I thought to myself, well, we already have pumpkins and a couple of mushrooms under there because those are kind of creepy. But if I do jack-o'-lanterns and I just hide the face away, like that, then I can light up this area a bit more, make it a bit more spawn-proof, and I just hope that it doesn't look terrible. But yeah, in the daylight anyway, you can hardly tell. I wonder what it looks like at night. Alright, we have finished. Let me show you around. So I put these banners in. You've got the black, you've got the grey, light grey, and then the grey one here, and each looking a little bit different, so it looks great. Got the pumpkins, got some greenery around, and all in all it's looking pretty great. Very happy with how it looks. And then the special cleric's house, just try and get in here so you can see it. Filled with all filled mostly with my head, it would appear, but yep, there I am. Look at how great all this looks, and that is about it from me for today. Brings us to the end of another chapter of Minecraft Bedrock goodness. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe to never miss a chapter, and support my channel. And until the next chapter, this was Ilhamur.